Hi all, and welcome back. If you're tired of reviews that take at least 10 minutes and still don't tell you what a game actually plays like, this is Vampires Fall 2 explained properly. Mechanics first, expectations clear, no filler, no bias. In short, this is a dark fantasy turn-based RPG built around open-world exploration, bloodline builds, and long-term gear progression. It launched on mobile first, but the Steam version is the exact same game with cross-play and shared progression. And yes, it's free to play. I'll explain what that actually means in a minute. Structurally, though, this plays like a traditional PC old-school RPG. Slower pacing, region-based difficulty. You move across a large overworld, accept contracts, clear enemy camps, visit towns, upgrade gear, and slowly push into stronger areas once you're ready. You don't just sprint forward. If enemies suddenly hit too hard, that usually means you need to grind gold, revisit contracts, buy better gear from vendors, or adjust your build before moving on. That rhythm, fight, improve, return stronger, is the backbone. Combat is fully turn-based and built around focus management. Every turn you generate and spend focus, choosing between stacking bleed, applying poison, stunning, defending, or committing to burst damage. Boss fights especially can last multiple turns where managing effects matters more than raw stats. Positioning doesn't matter here. Timing does. And this connects directly to Bloodlines. Instead of manually putting points into generic attributes every level, progression runs through Bloodlines, which basically define how your vampire fights. You're choosing between 4 different directions. If you lean into anger, you're pushing weapon damage and stacking bleed effects for a more aggressive style. If you go into vitality, you're increasing your health pool and focus sustain, so fights feel more stable and forgiving. Control and deceit shift you toward utility, efficiency, and small tactical advantages that add up over time. So, over multiple levels, your character doesn't just get stronger, it starts to feel different. Each level gives you a few choices, and once certain bonuses are capped, they disappear. So over time, your build naturally commits to a direction. You're not just raising numbers, you're shaping how fights feel, and that interacts directly with gear. A dagger build leaning into bleed scaling feels very different from a heavier blunt weapon setup built around stuns and sustained damage. A vitality-focused character can absorb mistakes more comfortably, while a damage-heavy build needs cleaner execution. You will feel when your bloodline choices and gear are aligned, and you'll feel when they're not. Narratively, all of this plays out inside a gothic world built around factions, power struggles, and your rise as a vampire navigating a hostile environment. The story gives direction and atmosphere, but mechanically, everything loops back to combat pacing and build refinement. Now about monetization, and I'll keep this simple. The game is free to play and includes optional purchases. There's premium currency and packs that accelerate progression. For example, certain consumables like potions recharge over time, and you can bypass those timers by paying. You don't need to do that for PvE, but the option exists. Spending mainly speeds up progress and can influence competitiveness in PvP because faster upgrades matter there. Now, I'm genuinely curious. How much pay to progress is too much for you in a mostly PvE game like this? The PvE campaign itself isn't locked behind paywalls. You can explore the world, complete quests, and fully develop your character without spending. It just takes time. So what you're really signing up for is a steady, grind-based RPG loop inside a connected cross-play ecosystem. You play Vampires Fall 2 for methodical turn-based fights, meaningful bloodline customization, gear progression that actually changes combat feel, and gradual power growth. The pacing is deliberate, the grind is intentional, and the build depth is the core focus. Now you have a clear picture of what Vampires Fall 2 actually plays like, without filler or bias. That was it. If you like videos that do not waste your time, then please consider to like and subscribe. Regardless, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Oh, I forgot. If you like turn-based RPGs, check out my Disciples Domination breakdown on screen now.